In this video, I'm going to show you how to take the data you've exported from Stripe into Excel, copy it over to the SaasAnt template, and then use the SaasAnt template to upload this information to QuickBooks and to then record your deposits. This is an alternative to any of the other many variety of ways you can get your Stripe sales into QuickBooks. This specific use case is because I have a friend that needs to get this information into QuickBooks, and she's doing it by hand. And I'm like, oh, I can show you, but I can also make a video. So I made an earlier video where I showed how I exported from Stripe and got it to show up as an Excel file. All I did was just replace a few things, like the service is now Cool Service, and the customers are very creatively named customers A through D. I grabbed my SaasAnt Excel template. If you're not familiar with SaasAnt, I have a different video where I introduce that and show you how to get the template. I just came down to the Deposits tab and I copied and pasted stuff over. Obviously, you can't just copy and paste it like it is. You have to grab what you need. So the dates, when I exported this from Stripe, it exports the dates with the time and so forth next to it. You can format it to get it to be just the dates that you need. I only had a couple, so I just hand keyed my dates. The deposit too, this is asking you, where is this money going to go? So in my example, it's going to go into the main checking account. For you, maybe it goes into your checking account. Maybe it goes into some sort of clearing account. Whatever the use case is, I just want you to pick the account on the chart of accounts where it's going to go. The receive from is going to be your customer name. I do want to clarify that just putting a customer name here does not mean it's going to show up in the customer profile. If you need to create a sales receipt, that's a whole different video. The line account, this is saying, okay, when you pull up that deposit screen, what account would you like to use? Typically, it's going to be an income account. This needs to match whatever account is on your chart of accounts. Description, payment method, reference number, and amount. The amount is the amount. So let me just show you. My amounts come from here, so I just copied and pasted. My income, right? The description says Cool Service. When I export this from Stripe, it really says Acuity appointment 15, 30, 60 minutes. But for the video, I just simplified it. You're not going to be able to copy and paste whatever the income account is, but you know your income accounts. You can do Excel mapping magic or just hand key in the income accounts. This still will be faster than entering everything by hand, I promise you. Okay, so the customer names that I have over here, those appear in your export. They appear right here. And that's basically it. The things that you're going to see down in the bottom half of my screen are the fees. So what I did is after I got the first 4 lines in, I copied the reference numbers 1 through 4. I'm not sure if I need them, but they make me feel better. I copied the dates, I copied the deposit to, copied the name, and then I stopped. And I said, okay, what I'm really doing is I'm recording the fees. Stripe is going to charge me a fee, and so the money I get is not the money the customer paid, it's the money after the fee. So I recorded all of my fees. So if I come over here, you can see my fees match. I just put a negative in front of each of them. So this is in my deposit. What I really want is a deposit that says $230 came in. I have $230 in income minus $8 in fee. I'm having this deposit directly into the bank account because it's my make-believe QuickBooks. In real life, these are probably not going to deposit into your bank account as separate deposits. So please don't do exactly what I'm doing. Please look at your situation and ask yourself, how am I going to do this so that my information is useful and not going to stress me out later when I go to reconcile? If you have 4 things that come in on one deposit, make your deposit reference number the same number. Don't do what I'm doing with the separate numbers and the separate dates. Okay, so quick word of advice. If you mess something up, there's an undo button. It doesn't matter. You'll be fine. Okay, let me show you what this looks like on the QuickBooks side. I'm going to switch over to my QuickBooks. So I'm now in QuickBooks. On the left-hand side of my screen, I'm going to go to Apps, go to Overview, and it's going to open my apps. I will select Launch because I want to launch my SaasAnt or my SaasAnt app. It's asking what I'd like to do, and the answer is I'd like to import a file. So I'm going to select import. It's asking what is it going to do within my QuickBooks? The answer is it's going to make a bank deposit. So I'm going to scroll down until I find bank deposits. It remembers the last template that I uploaded, but I was just working on this. It doesn't know that. So let me clear this, and then I will drag and drop the one I just finished working on. I'll select continue on the right. Now, previously I said, hey, SaasAnt, you're going to be working on bank deposits. SaasAnt says, you know that Excel file you gave me? It had a bunch of tabs. Which tab should I be looking at? I'm like, oh, good question, SaasAnt. You should be looking at the deposits tab. So deposits. And now I'll scroll down and I'll select review. And I'll look at this and be like, seems good. Let's see what happens. I'll select upload. I get a summary page saying data imported successfully, that there's 4 deposits created, which is great. I can click on show results. I am happy with everything, but imagine that I wasn't. I could simply click undo in the lower left. Let me go to QuickBooks and I'm just going to refresh, and then I'll show you what one of the deposits looks like. Because I think it's nice to kind of visualize and hear me say this is going to work, but it might be even more helpful to see what it looks like. If I click on the magnifying glass in the upper right hand corner, I look at my recent transactions and I'll just take the first deposit and I'll say, all right, QuickBooks, please show me. It goes into the main checking account. It's dated for February. This is something else that I haven't dealt with, so we know that's not part of it. But the deposit is consulting and merchant account fees. Interestingly, it doesn't have my receive from, which I feel like it should. I've got a received from, and this is the receive from field, so I don't know why it didn't work. Let me just look at something real quick in SaasAnt. So I mostly like this. I just really want my example to show this also. So let me just do a save and close. If I go to SaasAnt and my receive from is here, let me click undo. Doesn't hurt a thing to undo it and redo it. Okay, so it says my data's been deleted. So show results, deleted, great, I don't care. Let's go back to new import. And I think we'll look a little more carefully. We don't need to change this. We want deposits. The troubleshooting is the sort of thing, oh, it already says processed. Okay, let me go back. I'm going to re-upload this. I want you to see the troubleshooting because I want you to know what to do when you need to troubleshoot something. And if I were to make it a standalone video, it would be weird because you wouldn't know what happened and why I'm troubleshooting. So let's do preview mapping. So this is definitely received from. I think we can all agree that I got that right. Let's go to review and then receive from. So when I click on these other fields, I can see there's a drop down, but on this field, there's no drop down. I wonder if I have to enter my customer names first in order for this to work. That would be very crummy, but let's find out. So I'm back to my Excel doc. I've got these customers. I'm just going to copy my customer list. Let's go to the tab for customers. I'm going to wipe out the sample data that's there. And here are my customers. All right, so I've copied and pasted my customer list. I just put them in first name. I just want to know if my idea will work or not. I don't particularly care if it's first name and last name and all that is correct. So let me re-upload this and we'll see what happens. So I'm back in SaasAnt. I want to do a new import. I want to start by importing my customers. So I need to go to my list, my customer list. I just added the names to the list. So I'm going to drag and drop my Excel file. Continue. This, we'll choose customers. And save and continue. Upload. Okay, it says that it's made for customers. I'm going to say upload next. The next thing I want is my deposit. Same template is fine. I didn't change anything. Let's go to deposits. Let's go to review. So nothing, there's still no drop down here. Let's go to upload. Okay, it says imported successfully for deposits. Let's just go to QuickBooks and see. If it works, it works. And if it doesn't, really the more important thing to me is that I got my deposits in there, because I really don't ever enter my customer names like that. So if I go to the magnifying glass, I look at a recent deposit. Ooh, hot dog, I think this is good. And then it's got customer D. So this is great. It did do the thing that, like, the whole reason I'm doing this is because my friend wants the customer names to show up here. I will show you real quick why I don't care about the customer names. If I go to sales and I go to customers, let's go to customer D and crickets. That transaction doesn't show up here. So that's why I never do it. But in this one use case, she's doing something else and it's important for her. And so I got a chance to show you how to get your Stripe data, upload it into QuickBooks using SaasAnt, how to troubleshoot something when it's weird, and then how to verify that it worked. I hope this video was helpful. If there's anything that you need that I can make a kind of generic video for, let me know. If I think that it's of interest to people beyond just you and I'm more than happy to add it to my to-do list. If you need private help, go ahead and book time with me. I'm at gentlefrog.com. Thanks.